Good morning again from the same spot in front of the lift. We're going to Ho Lo prison today, which is where they kept a lot of the Americans during the war. I've heard it's quite propagandist, like obviously towards like the Vietnamese were pretty fair, but obviously it wasn't. But it's just going to be really interesting to go and see it anyway. So I'm going to hop there, hope it doesn't rain, and hopefully see some good stuff. See you there. So the museum is very interesting. A lot of it's like completely rebuilt, and it's all just like, what's the thing where they remake it to make it look like before?
Reconstructed.
Yeah, reconstructed. Couldn't think of the word. But yeah, a lot of the information is pretty interesting to read. It's obviously all very one-sided. But I mean, like, that's understandable, most things like this would be. But yeah, it's interesting to read. Some of the stuff about the Americans, like, paints it very positively, to be quite honest, which, knowing even a little bit about this situation, it really wasn't. Obviously it wasn't positive for either side, so like, I get it, but yeah, some of the information is just a bit sad to read that it's just portrayed in that one way, but it's all really interesting, and like some of the stuff that they've got is just crazy how mistreated everyone has been and how overpopulated the whole prison was. But yeah, it was very interesting. Would recommend it if you have any interest at all in the history of anything. It's super involved with everything that's happened in Vietnam for like the last 100 years, over 100 years. So it was built just before the 1900s, like turn of the century, by the French, and obviously it's spanned all throughout that. So yeah, really interesting and very poignant and moving, I thought. Yeah, worth a trip for sure. We've just stopped off to get some pho. We found one that's vegetarian, so we're going to give that a try because we haven't eaten any vegetarian food and we love it. So hopefully it's as tasty as the non-vegetarian versions. So yeah, we've just finished at the prison and we've stumbled across, like we were walking towards the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, but we stumbled across the Temple of Literature just like across the road. So I think after pho we're going to go there and look at it, go in, just because we wanted to go there anyway, but we didn't realise we'd walk past it on the way that we walked today, so it saves us a bit of a trip. But yeah, hopefully it's good. I'll let you know though. So the noodle soup came, I've already mixed it all together and like put a bit of chili oil in it because I had a taste and it's good. It's got loads of like fake meats in it though, so hopefully they're okay. But yeah, give it a try with everything in. Some fake meat of some sort. It's good. Thumbs up. So we are in the Nap Do, I think that's how you say it, courtyard, which we think leads up to the Temple of Literature. I'm pretty sure about it, but Panvia wasn't 100% sure. But we think so, according to maps. We'll work it out. I'm sure there'll be some signs in further on. It's really nice. So tranquil compared to the noise outside. But yeah. So we're just at the centre now, and this is called the Well of Heavenly Brilliance? What? I can't say it now. Well of Heavenly Brilliance. Try that again. It's kind of murky. Put some nice little fish in there. So now we're coming up to the Temple of Literature. Massive change, yeah. Very bright and a lot more grand than any of the other parts of the gardens. So there's altars with offerings for each of the gods. And you can see the like scrolls in the hand, as it is literature. Well, the Temple of Literature. Here we have a gold-plated ceramic tortoise. So we've come to this place called Fur Brew. It's like craft beer, obviously. It's us. It looks super good. It's just like in a garden, really nice. Like we actually went to the address, and then they were just like, "Oh, we're renovating this one, so we'll like scooter you over." And we hopped on a scooter, and they drove us over to this garden bit. But we've just got. They don't do like a proper tasting tray, so we just like made our own because they had an offer on where you could get 3 small beers for 100 dong. So we just got 6 to get our own little tasting tray because why not? Got a good little mix, but we're gonna give them a try now. So we've tried all the beers now. All 6, starting to feel them. So we've got a couple of IPAs that I really like, and then Palmer's got a sour pineapple one that I hate, he loves, which works well for me because I don't have to drink it. A ruby IPA, which is okay, but it's a bit too bitter for me. But one that I really want to talk about is this one. It's a fur beer, and like it literally, like the smell of it smells like you're smelling a bowl of fur, and like it tastes like it too. It's so weird. Like literally, if you had smell-o-vision, sniff it. I wish there was smell-o-vision for this, but yeah, I can't get over it. Like, to be quite honest with you, it's not one that I'd choose to drink, But it's very novel and like a good one to taste. But yeah, I wish we just got a taster of it instead of actually buying it. But you know, we were in the mood to just like try different stuff rather than taste it all. Because it was like 20 taps, so we weren't going to taste all of them. But yeah, just thought I'd let you in on a little faux beer. Weird, but interesting. Oh, there's flies everywhere. Bloody love the beer more than me. We're making a dent in